Regretfully, a lot of reality TV shows don't take good care of the people they cast, which typically leads to hurtful and justified legal action from those who won't stay silent about this mistreatment. Even though Chris Colin's popular dating show Love is Blind loves to portray itself as a singularly ideal experiment with a track record of helping individuals find love, the program has a history of being accused of hurting its competitors. The number of people filing lawsuits against the show has significantly increased in recent years as its efforts to provide breathtaking drama have resulted in the participants being placed in increasingly dangerous circumstances. Though the Season 6 reunion wants you to forget about it, the show has a major problem with how it handles its cast. With these suits firmly in mind, the show's most dramatic season finale attempted to persuade viewers that its sole output consists of happy, loving marriages by highlighting every positive feature and person from all of its seasons. This show is making strong suggestions about its potential future direction in an attempt to make viewers forget about its past. Having witnessed one of the most dramatic seasons of Love is Blind to date, fans were eager to discover what juicy secrets will be revealed during its reunion. Viewers anticipated more theatrics than the show had ever offered, from probing why certain couples called off their engagement to dissecting some incredibly unpleasant circumstances. They might not have known that the evening would open with an overindulgent parade of love, as it began with a retrospective of some of the series' biggest hits. This section showed the variety of successful relationships that this experiment has produced, ranging from the soon-to-be parents, Alexa Alfea and Brennan Lennox, to the effortlessly in love couple, Brett Brown and Tiffany Pennywell Brown, Season 4. During their screen time, every returnee in attendance expressed their gratitude for the show and its immense influence on their lives. The appalling conditions that many of them were had to undergo while participating in the program are conveniently left out of their narratives. Many former participants have spoken out about the appalling conditions they experienced while participating in the show, including inadequate accommodation and being denied meals on a regular basis. Contestant Jeremy Hartwell from Season 2 first brought legal action against the show, claiming that the competitors were subjected to appalling working conditions. He described going without meals, having to work 20-hour days, and having booze available to everyone all the time in an attempt to undermine their mental health, all for the sake of good television. Since the public release of his allegations, he has received backing from other cast members. Their criticisms, combined with Hartwell's lawsuit, have led Love is Blind to prominently highlight numerous scenes in recent seasons when the candidates consume appetizing dishes and get as much rest as they require. The makers made flimsy attempts to refute these accusations, never acknowledging their prior actions, and for the most part it worked. However, they will always be unable to fully conceal the deeper charges that have now surfaced. One of the main selling points of Love is Blind is how amazing the experience is for the participants and how even for those who don't get married, it's a life-changing opportunity that helps them discover new aspects of themselves. For those among the many who were taken aback by the numerous claims that the show allowed its competitors to suffer, this must be perplexing. Contestants like Danielle Rule from Season 2 have horrifying stories of experiencing extreme mental stress and panic attacks while filming, and the folks behind the camera doing nothing in an already tense scenario. They are left on their own to endure this mental anguish, which is a terrifying experience that regrettably turned physical with the arrival of Season 5 cast members Renee Poch and Tran Dang. Despite becoming engaged and taking honeymoons, both ladies were removed from the show. They'd both described receiving terrible treatment from the man they were engaged to, and the show's creators did nothing about it all while it was being shot. The worst aspect is that a lot of them believe they are stuck in the experiment because their contracts usually state that quitting early will result in costly legal consequences. It's become evident that Love is Blind can be a very, very dangerous place despite the love is behind teams' constant denials of these allegations, often gaslighting the women in the process. However, the reunion for Season 6 wants you to go past all of that, showcasing the several contented pairs it contributed to. The show exhorts viewers to set aside any unpleasant lawsuits they may have heard about in favor of this well-groomed fantasy, which presents it as the ideal setting for individuals to fall in love. None of these people's sincere connections are diminished by this. Of course not, but their enjoyment shouldn't be attained at the cost of the numerous individuals who have endured hardships for dramatic effect. And even though their reunion came out as forced, Love is Blind should be happy that it has made so many people happy. The fact that the show literally creates lives as a result of its objective of fostering human connection is indicative of its fundamental value. However, any delight the program delivers will be tarnished by its failure to acknowledge its past wrongs and strive to do better until it acknowledges all the pain it has caused in the past. Love is Blind will never be able to move on if its previous transgressions are not acknowledged and corrected. Beyond these terrible events, there is obviously something unique about the show. The fact that so many enduring couples attended this reunion indicates that there is something remarkable about the series.